Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi everyone, this is me once again, no? And today we are going to discuss, no, some solved problems with regards now to our previous video 1.0. And before we will proceed, I would like to greet each and every one of us a pleasant day to all of us. And actually, today we are going to solve some problems involving the classification of a differential equation, and we also have the order of a differential equation, the degree, the linearity, and its non-linearity of a differential equation. Okay, so proceeding now with our next slide. So I will give you some review, on the definitions regarding the subject differential equations, because I would like to ask an apology, because in our video 1.0 we actually have a typo error there, so I would like to correct, that that order is actually the degree, in our video 1.0. But anyway, I will review with regards to the definitions and some notations regarding these differential equations, So a differential equation denoted by this dE is one that contains at least one derivative, So you have to say that as long as there's a presence of a derivative in a said equation, you can say that this is a differential equation. Otherwise, if no derivative is involved, in a certain equation, so it is not called a differential equation. Okay. So here we have the order of a differential equation. It's the same as the order of the highest order derivative in the equation. Okay. So the layman's term here is if you have a first derivative, each order is a first order. Okay. And if you have a second derivative, so each order is a second order derivative. And if you have a third derivative, so you can directly say that it is a third order, So the degree of a differential equation is the same as the power or exponent to which the derivative of the highest order in the equation is raised. So before you can determine the degree, of a certain differential equations, you need to look at first, what is the highest order of a given equation. So after establishing the highest order, so all you need to do is to look at the power or exponent where it is being raised, So that would be the degree of a differential equation, okay? And we have here a dE, maybe ordinary or partial, as to the type of derivative or derivatives or differentials appearing in the equation. So basically, ordinary differential equation involves an ordinary derivatives, okay, like dy over dx over dt, with respect to time, among others. While the partial is it involves a partial, symbol involving partial derivatives, and a differential equation involving only ordinary derivatives, no, as said, with respect to a single independent variable. Take note, with respect to a single independent variable, this is called an ordinary differential equation, or we term this one as ODE. Okay? So, ordinary derivatives and with respect to a single independent variables. And as an example of this, we have here, no, the second order derivative, no, since this is now the second derivative, no, of your x with respect to time, as seen here, no, denoted by d squared x over dt squared, plus a first derivative, no, dx over dt plus your kx is equal to 0. Okay, so this is an ordinary differential equation because this is a symbol, no, of an ordinary derivatives, no, the dx over dt, no. And take note that with respect to a single independent variable, so the independent variable here is the time, no, in this case, no. So dt, no, in the first term we have dt here, and in the second term we have also dt. So that's why the independent variable here is only one, no, to a single independent variable, no. So take note, you have to check, no, if you already established that it involves an ordinary derivative, so you need to look at the independent variable, no, found, no, in this equation, where in this case our independent variable is the t, no, which is the time, so dt, and the other one is dt, so it is single independent variable. So when this one is dt squared and the other one is dx, so you cannot say that it is an ordinary differential equation. Okay, but since we are involving only one single independent variable, no, as to the time t, so it is an ordinary differential equation. And we have here a differential equation involving partial derivatives. And I suppose that you are now familiar, no, what is a partial derivative, no, especially its symbols with respect to more than one independent variable. Take note, it's the opposite, no, on this ordinary differential equation because it is single independent variable. But for the partial differential equation, aside from it involves partial derivatives, so you need to check also that the independent variable is more than one, no, is with respect to more than one independent variable. So that's the requirement, no, of determining if the given equation is a partial differential equation. So an example of this is, no, we have now the symbol, no, as the symbol, no, of our partial derivatives. So here, take note that after establishing, no, the partial derivative, no, here by the symbol, so try to check, no, the independent variable. So more than one, so meaning it must be two or more. Okay, so here is partial derivative of x and the other one is partial derivative of y. So it complies, no, the requirements, no, for this partial differential equation. Okay, so we can say that this is an example of a partial differential equation. Okay, so the independent variable here are the x and y, and the dependent variable is the u. Okay, so we have now this linear differential equation. So we have this general formula, no, of determining if the said differential equation is linear. So we have here a sub n as a function of x, then the nth derivative of your y with respect to x as denoted by this d to the ny over dx to the n, plus the second term is a sub n minus 1 of x. And then take note, as discussed previously, if you have an n here and also in the derivative n, so the next term must be minus 1. So take note, a sub n, and then here is a sub n minus 1. And also the derivative from d sub n, d to the n y over dxn is d to the n minus 1 y over dxn minus 1. And then the third term will be a sub n minus 2 as a function of x, no, the third term, and then the derivative here is d to the n minus 2 of y over dxn minus 2, and so on and so forth until you arrive to this a sub 1 as a function of x dy, no, derivative of your y with respect to x, plus this a sub o, no, as a function of x y, no, y is equal now to the capital F as a function of x. Okay, so you need to remember, no, this general equation, no, for determining the linearity of the said differential equation. Okay, so we have here the derivative raised to the n minus 1 until to a single derivative, no, since it is understood that this is the first derivative, no, until such time that the last term has no derivative at all. Okay, dy over dx is first derivative and its order is first order until the last term is, take note, no, I will just give you this as a hint that the last term would be having no derivative, no, at all, but only the a sub your a as a function of x and then your variable y. Okay, this y here. Okay, so that would be now a hint for you, no, that the last term has no derivative, no, and this f as a function of x, this one is a function of x because we are dealing with dx, no, also here dx. So f as a function of x, but if ever you will encounter that this is not as a function of x, like dy over dt, so this f is a function of t, no, not a function of x. So this functionality of your f here really depend, no, on the independent variable that you are in, no, in this equation. So in this case we have dx, so that's why f as a function of x. Okay, so in case that this is not x, no, it is dt, so this is f as a function of t, and so on and so forth. Okay, so where a sub n as a function of x and a sub n minus 1 as a function of x until this a sub o as a function of x and your f as a function of x depend only on the independent variable x. Take note, no, as said. Okay, and if an ordinary differential equation it is not linear, then we call it simply non-linear. Okay, if the given equation does not follow this general formula, no, or this general form of a linear differential equation, so you can call it non-linear. Okay, so I will give you some example, no, for this before proceeding to problem solving. So what can you say, no, regarding this given equation? So we can say that this is a differential equation because it involves, no, a derivative, and this is raised, no, to the second, meaning this is a second order, no, since this is a second derivative of your y with respect to x plus y cube equal to 0. So how can you determine if it is linear or non-linear? No, take note by this. So we have our n here is 2, okay, and then our a sub n as a function of x is only 1, no. This a sub n as a function of x sometimes is a constant, plus y cube. So since as you can see in this general, no, form of this linearity of a differential equation, n minus 1 until to a single derivative until the last term has no derivative at all, no. So in this case it follows that there should be, no, first derivative, no, on this, but we cannot find it here, no, in this given equation. So we have the second derivative, so there must be a first derivative here, but we cannot find it. Okay, and therefore we can already say that this is not a linear differential equation, no. This is not a linear differential equation. So our answer for this is non-linear DE. So next is we have the given equation, e to the cube dx over dt equal na to t to the cube plus x. So, what would be now your answer, no, to this given equation? Is it linear or non-linear? So actually, again, as said, no, we have the first order, no, since this is a first derivative, so probably we are in this term, no. So after this first derivative, the next term must be this a sub was a function of x, y, meaning there was no derivative, no, on the last term. So we try to check if after this, do we have a function in which our a sub of x is present and our y, no, is also present in our last term here. Okay, so we can rearrange this one actually, no. So actually I have prepared, no, this one. So we still have e to the cube dx over dt minus x, no. I transpose this x to the left, no. So that's why minus x is equal to t cube. So why is it that I transpose this x to this side, not this t cube, no, not this t cube, because our hint here is here, no. You take the derivative of your y with respect to dx also to this other terms, no, the derivative of your y with respect to x. So that's why if you are going to take the derivative of such variable, in this case y, so this is here, no, in the last term y. So since we are taking, no, the derivative of your x with respect to time, which is dx over dt, so we can say that the last term must contain, no, the last term here must contain this x. So that's why I am using and rearranging this, no, by transposing the x here on the right side to the left. Okay, so is it compliant, no, to this general formula? So we already have now this dx over dt, okay, where our y here is in terms of x, and then the last term is our a as a function of x here is, take note, this is a function of x because this is dx, no, so t cube, so dt, so this is compliant, no, since this is dt with respect to time, so this a sub x as a function of a sub 1 rather as a function of x must be as a function of t, so it is t to the cube. Okay, and a sub o as a function of x, in this case we consider our a sub o as a function of x as a constant here, no, in our last term. Okay, and then our y here, which is we take the derivative of your y with respect to dx, is the x here, no, in this given equation, so that's why it is x, and your a sub as a function of x is just a constant here. And the last one is the f as a function of x. Take note, we take this as a function of x because we are taking the derivative of your y with respect to x, but in this case we are taking the derivative of your x with respect to t, so therefore it is, this fx is a function of t because this is dt, so that's why this is t cube. So therefore we can say that this given equation, after rearranging, no, if it is compliant with this given general formula of this linear differential equation, so therefore this is linear differential equation. Okay, so we have solved problem number 1. So classify as an ordinary differential equation or ODE, or a partial differential equation or PDE. Give the order then, no, and indicate the independent and dependent variables. And if the equation is an ordinary differential equation, so indicate whether the equation is linear or non-linear. Okay, so a condition, no, as long as it is an ordinary differential equation, we can determine then if it is linear or non-linear. But if it is not an ordinary differential equation, meaning if it is a partial differential equation, so there's no need for you to determine its linearity or non-linearity. Okay, So for our problem number 1, given this, 5 second derivative of x with respect to t plus 4 dx dt plus 9x is equal now to 2 cosine 3t. So our solution for this is, first, we are going to determine if it is an ODE or PDE as ordinary or partial. So by this, this is just an ordinary derivatives actually. Okay, so we can say that it is an ordinary differential equation. Okay, and the second one is give the order. So as said, unsa man ang pinaka-highest nga derivative niya. So in this case, we have the first derivative sa second term, and sa first term is naka-second derivative. So mao ni siya ang pinaka-highest nga derivative. So therefore, it is also the order, the highest order nga derivative niya. So we can say that its order is a second order differential equation. Okay? So as simple as that, you need to determine only unsa ang pinaka-highest nga derivative, and that would be it as for the order of the differential equation. And the third is, after getting the order, indicate the independent and dependent variable. So as discussed, the independent variable is this the t, since this is with respect to time, dt. So our independent variable is dt, while our dependent is this one, that taking the derivative of your x here. So this is our dependent. So that's why our dependent variable is x and our independent variable is t. Okay, and if the equation is an ordinary differential equation, in which we did it is an ordinary or ODE, so indicate whether the equation is linear or nonlinear. So how can you determine? So as discussed in our previous slide, so this is second derivative. The second one must be minus 1, so only dx over dt, so it is compliant. And the a as a function of your t, sometimes it's a constant, so this is compliant, a constant. And also here as a constant, and last term has no derivative, so it is compliant, that it does not have a derivative. And then your a here is just simply a constant, and your dependent variable is x, so it is x here. And the last one is f as a function of x, in the general equation, but since we are with respect to t, so therefore our f is a function of t. Okay, so is it a function of t? So we can say that this is a function of t, no matter there's a presence of constant or no constant here, as long as this term is a function of t, we can say that it is still compliant. So we have here that we can say that this is a linear differential equation. Okay, it is compliant actually, all of this, the first term, the second, and the last term equal now to the function on the right side. So we can say that this is a linear differential equation. So proceeding now with solve problem number 2. Again, the same question, ODE or PDE, the order, the dependent and independent variables, and if it is an ODE, indicate whether linear or nonlinear. So for our solution for this is, we need to determine, this involves an ordinary derivative, so we can say that this is an ordinary differential equation. Okay, and second is the order. As discussed, unsa man ang pinaka-highest derivative. So this is a second order derivative, or ang iyang derivative is second, so that's why we can say that it's a second order DE. Okay, and then the third one is indicate the dependent and independent, so we have here the dependent variable, which is our y here, the y, and the independent is the x. Okay, the x variable. Since this is an ordinary, so we need to determine if it is linear or nonlinear. Okay, so again, we have the second, our a, as a function of x here is just simply a constant, so the next term must be 2 minus 1 is first, no, dy over dx. Okay, so it's still compliant. But the term here, no, for the second term is a function of x. So as said, no, it could be a function of x since we are dealing with dx, or a constant, no, it's just fine. Okay, and the third term is no derivative, no derivative, and then our a here is just a constant 2, and then since we are taking the derivative, no, of y with respect to x, so this y is the y here, so it is still compliant and equal to 0. Okay, so your f, no, your f as a function of x here will then be as a function of x also, since this is dx. So this term here can also be a constant or can also be as a function of x. So therefore we can say also that since this is 0, it is also compliant, no, with the given, no, general equation for linearity. Okay, so we can say that this is also a linear differential equation. Okay, so mao lang gyud na siya, guys, no, ang inyong timan-an, no, na katong a as a function of x din, since dx ni siya, dili necessary nga as a function of x siya, kung constant siya, so it is just fine. The same also for the other terms, no, ma-function siya sa x, kay dx man ni siya or constant, okay lang na siya until this one, no, constant siya. And then the other side is it can be a constant or as a function of x also, it is also fine. So in this case, this is compliant, no, to the general equation given, no, for determining the linearity of a given differential equation. Okay, so we go now to the solve problem number 3 with the same questions, no, as to the two problems presented. So we have now this given equation, no, this differential equation. So we have dy over dx, and do you have any other derivatives here? So I think there's none, so only this dy over dx. So we can say that since this is an ordinary derivative, so we can say that this is an ordinary differential equation or ODE. And determining its order, so unsa man ang pinaka-highest order, no, unsa man ang pinaka-highest derivatives, it's only first derivative. So we can say that this is a first order, no, differential equation. Next is the dependent and independent. So we have here the dependent variable is y, no, y is the dependent variable and your x is the independent one. And to eliminate also confusion on your end, no, nga at least we try to rearrange this one much closer, no, to the form of the general solution for linearity of a differential equation. So as said, no, this is now the general, no, solution, no, for in determining the linearity. So if it complies with this one, no, with this general formula, so we can say that it's linear. However, if it does not, no, so it's a nonlinear. So by this, I presented here, no, very simple rearrangement, no, of this given differential equation. Dy over dx here equal now to y times 2 minus 3x and over this x times y minus 3y. So if you are going to rearrange this one, no, so it could be you cross multiply, no, so dy over dx and then this x times 1 minus 3y here, and then on the right side only remain is this y times 2 minus 3x. Okay, so if you try to look at this one, no, with regards to this given general form, no, sa atong linearity, so first derivative, no, of your y with respect to x, no, this one. Okay, so we have isaban as a function of x, so we have x here, so it is compliant, so dy over dx, but we have here a 1 minus 3y. So your a sub 1 must be a function of x only or a constant, but there's no other variable, no, present in this term, where in this case na siya y, so it is already non-compliant, no, if we are going to look at, no, this given differential equation in this form after rearranging. So it is non-compliant. So how about if we take this form, no, after rearranging, no, from this original given differential equation. So we have here rearranging this one. So we have this x times 1 minus 3y here, and then this y is here, no, in the denominator, equals now to this 2 minus 3x here. Okay. So again, it is still not compliant, no, because it's almost the same here, no, sa first na to. There's a presence of another variable, no, this y. How about rearranging this one in this form, no, this one. So x here, and then your y here, no, and then equal na to 2 minus 3x over 1 minus 3y, no. So dy over dx here, okay, your is sub 1x. So you have a presence, no, of your x, okay, so it's compliant, no. However, again, there was a presence of this y, no, so it is still non-compliant. So we can therefore say, no, after different rearrangement, no, to make it more or less, no, if it is compliant with the given general, no, solution for this linearity, still all of these options, no, after rearranging, no, are not compliant to this given general solution, no, for determining the linearity. So we can say that this is non-linear differential equation. Okay. All right. So proceeding now with a sample problem number 4, again with the same question. So we have here, no, the partial derivative. So it's very apparent, no, that it is a partial differential equation, or the PDE, okay, because of this symbol, no. And then what's the order? Okay, so again, the order for the first term is the second derivative, or the second order, and the second term is also second, so we can directly say that it is a second order differential equation. So how about the dependent and independent variables? So u is the dependent variable, and our independent variables are the x and y, no? X and y, okay? So we have here the u as our dependent variable, no? This one. And the independent variables are the x and your y, okay? Also, if you notice, no, in our discussion for partial differential equation, the independent variable must be more than one, no, as per discussion. So that's why it must be 2 or more. So in this case, we have 2, no, so it's compliant, no. And since this is a partial differential equation, so there's no need for us to determine, no, the linearity or non-linearity, because this is only applicable for the ordinary differential equation, okay. So we have here also solve problem number 5. So with the same question, so we have this given differential equation as shown, where c is a constant, okay. So for our solution for this is you need to know, no, first, if it is ordinary differential equation or partial, but in this case we see an ordinary derivative, so we can say that this is an ordinary differential equation, no, because of this dy over dx, okay. How about the order? Okay, the order, as you can see, do not be confused, no. This dy over dx is raised now to the second power, no. But when you say about the order, it means that what is the highest derivative, no, the highest derivative, where in this case there's only one derivative, which is dy over dx, which is first derivative. So we can say that it is also the order, no, it is called as first order differential equation. Maybe some of you, no, ma-mislook ninyo nga kuha ni siya second order, okay, dy over dx raised to the power of 2 man, kung i-distribute mo siya distributive d squared y, mas second derivative ni siya. No, it's not, no, it's wrong, no. So do not mislook this one, because sometimes you will get wrong, no, with this one, okay. So in this case, the only derivative here is only the first derivative, so first order. And I can introduce you then, no, after answering the questions here. I can introduce then here what's the substance, no, or what's the meaning of these two, no, in this first derivative raised to the power of exponent of 2, no, as per discussion. No, as per discussion, if you can still remember, no, you will know what is the meaning of this raised to the power of 2. But this time we are going to answer first the dependent and independent variables. In this case, our dependent variable is y, no? Y is the dependent variable and x is our independent variable. Since this is an ordinary differential equation, so it is subjected, no, to linearity or non-linearity check. So after determining that this is an ODE, so again, I've made some simple illustration for this, no? For this as our reference, no, as a general solution in determining the linearity of a given ODE. And then I'm going to rearrange this one, no, into a form that is somewhat will look like this, no. Okay, so from here, no, I'll just rewrite it here. Y times this one plus dy over dx raised to the power of 2 equals to constant. So if you distribute this one, this y, no, to this one, so this would become y plus dy over dx raised to the power of 2, y equals to c. And then after rearranging, no, all with a form which is almost the same, no, with this one, so dy over dx raised to the 2, y plus y equals to c. But take note that we don't have in this form, no, as a general solution for linearity, we don't have a derivative, no, raised to a certain power or exponent. So by that alone, you can say that this is not a linear differential equation, no, because it only involves, no, the derivative, no, of a certain y variable with respect, no, to x, and then there's no such thing here that the derivative is raised to the power, no, or exponent. So we can therefore say that this is non-linear differential equation. And as said, no, what's the use of these two, no? In our previous discussion, these two will be now the degree, no, the degree. As long as you determine, no, the highest order, no, the highest order derivative, where in this case, there's only one derivative man, the dy over dx, so mao po ni siya ang atong highest order. So unsa dayon ang iyang power exponent, mo na siya ang iyang degree. So we can say that this is a second degree because this is 2. Okay? So we can say that this is a second degree differential equation, no? But it is not being asked in the problem, no? But I just incorporated here for you, no, to know that ang 2, ang meaning sa 2 here is just referring now to the degree, since this derivative is raised to the power exponent of 2. Okay? And going to the last sample solve problem, no? The same question, and then we answer this one. If it is an ODE or PDE, so since it involves ordinary derivative, so this is an ordinary differential equation. And the order is, since it only involves a single derivative, so this is a first order. And with regards to the dependent and independent, so the x is our dependent variable, the t is our independent variable. And since this is an ODE or ordinary differential equation, so we need to check if it is linear or non-linear. Okay, so by just merely looking, no, without showing you the general format or form of the linearity of a differential equation, since this is a first derivative, no? This is a first derivative. The next term must be with no derivative, no? So if you transpose this one, since k is a constant, okay, so is it compliant as a function of x? Okay, because if you are going to distribute this one, no, because this one is considered as a single term, no, if you are going to distribute this 4 to this 1 and to this x, and then this negative x to this 1 and to this 1, so it involves a value, no, or a variable rather of x which is raised now to the squared. but as per the general format for linearity, it should only be an x, no? Kung imo ni siyang i-transpose dito, so mahimo siyang negative k, and then the result of this distribution, no, of this, if you factor this one to this one and to this x, so you have this x squared. So by that, it is not compliant, no, with the given general format for linearity. So we can therefore say that based on this one, this is non-linear. Okay, this is non-linear. No, kay if you are going to transpose this one to the other side, since this is x, no, ang requirement niya after this one, no, is without a derivative, but ang imong isab sa function of x could be a constant, no, or a variable. Where in this case, pwede siya ma-constant because constant ang atong k. But your y here, no, if you are going to simplify this one and distribute, no, the product of these two, no, so it involves already x squared, no, 4 times 1 and then minus 4x and then negative x and then you have plus x squared. So the requirement here is no exponent or power, no, only a single y, no. No, if you are going to simplify this one, it involves already x squared, so therefore it is not compliant, no, with the last term, no, since this is x squared, but it should be only a single, no, x lang ta siya dinhi. If you are going to transpose this one to the other side to comply with this last term having no derivative. Okay, so we can say that this is non-linear differential equation. Okay, so I hope you've learned, no, something, no, from these sample problems that we had today, and with the review that we had also, I hope that you can still remember, no, that review with the definitions and some notations, no, with regards to these differential equations. And I hope that I also impart some knowledge, no, a new knowledge within today, no, as we solve and discuss solve problem number 1 until solve problem number 6. Okay, so thank you everyone, no, for watching this video. And marag yun na, my only consolation is at least I impart knowledge, no, sa inyo mga students, and I hope that you also learn from it, no, from our discussion. So for our next video, we have this video 1.2. We will discuss, no, solutions and initial value problems, no, as per our syllabus, and that would be part 1, no, part 1 only, and we can have part 2 or maybe part 3 later on, no. So we will discuss explicit solutions, the implicit solutions, the initial value problems, no. And before we will end, no, so you may share, no, this video, and if you like the video, so you can also like the video, share the video with your other with the other engineering students and non-engineering students, no, taking up the subject differential equations. And also do not forget, no, to subscribe, no, so that if I will upload, no, some new videos or video, so ma-notify kayo, no, na merong bago, no, sa ating subject, no, na differential equations. Okay, so these are then my references, no, as shown, no, Nagli, Rinbel, and De La Fuente. And again, thank you everyone for watching, listening, and have a great day and keep safe everyone. Bye bye.